to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Glad to have you with us from the original Cotton Bowl, located on the fairgrounds in the heart of Dallas, Texas. As we'll see, the winners of 5 straight, the Texas Longhorns, taking on another team from the SEC, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Kick it away to start. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Oklahoma's offense will go on the attack first. Well, guys, last year Texas got very little resistance from Oklahoma on the path to the playoff. A 21-point explosion in the second quarter. Horns never looked back. You got to think the Sooners and a hopefully retooled offense will be up to the task to mount a challenge today.
Yeah, I remember that last game. Quinn Ewers coming back from injury, struggled early in that game, threw a bad interception. But, David, they got the running game going. Travion Wisner absolutely went off. If I'm Texas in this one, I'd expect them to want to run the ball some more.
Well, and everything got going. Remember, they even caught a ball, they fumbled it to the end zone, they still fell on it. Like, everything went Texas's way. And that was about like last season. Everything went against Oklahoma minus the Alabama game. So look to see if Oklahoma can create some more momentum and juice for their program.
Rides the back on the option to give. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Makes the catch, it's Gibson. Breaks into the open. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Sooners with the 1st and 10. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Winner of this game dons the golden hat, but you know, Jesse, only David could wear the golden hat among the 3 of us because there's no way either of us should put a hat on the kind of heads of hair we have.
Well, I've also understood that the hat's like a triple XL. We know David's got a big dome, and that's probably the only reason why he would wear it. But I'll tell you what, these players, they think about trying that old sucker on after this game all year long, David.
Yeah, and trophies matter. I mean, this is something at the end of the games. People run, you see, they go grab them, they put them on their heads. It means something to these kids.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots. And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up and get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Tries to do it himself on the draw. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. You know, Oklahoma's DNA is being tough. They have a whole drill about being tough named after them, the Oklahoma drill, and they won that one.
And we've seen that kind of come and go some throughout the years, but it started with serious physicality back in the day when they read the option and just hit you in the mouth. But, you know, football's involved, and that's the one thing about this offense. Can they keep their physicality and assert their physicality? The good Oklahoma teams are physical.
Now down to the 12-yard line. It's first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Kent. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business for the first and goal.
So difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that daggone thing.
And the Sooners have it in scoring position on first and goal. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
I think what you love about that opening drive for the offense is the balance. They were able to throw the football to set themselves up into position, and then he carries it in for the TD. You got to be able to keep defenses on their heels, and they did a nice job of that on this opening drive.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Longhorns offense will go to work for the first time. I know Bo Nix has the single-season completion record, but this guy may make a run for it if he has many more games like the last one, David.
It was crazy. I mean, it was interesting to watch, man. Just in a rhythm, not fooled, like just so confident, knew his answers to the test before the questions were even asked. And defensively, that presents a huge challenge. And Jesse, how do you want to attack him? Because something has to change after that last game we saw.
Yeah, I think one of the big keys for him having that kind of day and that kind of accuracy was his offensive line gave him a lot of time to survey the field and throw darts. So if you're on defense here, you've got to find a way to disrupt his rhythm. You've got to be able to get pressure on him. You don't necessarily have to get him to the ground and sack him, but the ball has got to come out early. You cannot let him sit back there and pick you apart.
Toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Defense looks like they're coming. Back to pass. It's Manning. Oh, look, Ma, one hand. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Right there, I think you need a better play call. You got to help your quarterback out a little bit because the throw has got to at least make it to the sticks. On that last play, you're basically trusting the guy to make a few dudes miss in order to go pick up that first down. I think you need to start being a bit more aggressive here when these third downs present themselves.
Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. They'll run the screen. Still running at the 40. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Snagged out of the air. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7.
And the offense here dialed up a really good zone beater. Give credit to the offensive coordinator. He called the right play at the right time.
He'll keep it himself. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's second and goal from the 5. To the air, it's Mateer. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Nice execution by this defense on second and goal. And they try to throw the football. They stay tight on them. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little pick route, try to get my guy open.
And he's able to shed one tackle, but still, just a very short gain.
I like the way this offense is ending the first half. Like, putting a good drive together. I like the running down here in this area. You got to be physical in this part of the field. You've got a good lead. You've got a chance to go in the half with more momentum, continue to run the ball, eat the clock, and put some points on the board.
Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Right down the boulevard. And now the lead is even bigger. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the MAC. Akron is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Charlie Fry, this offense is not capable of scoring points every single time it sees the ball. They're up by a field goal over the Red Hawks of Miami. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this meeting in the MAC.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. From the gun, running back gets to give. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Wide receiver going in motion. Off play action. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And as he throws, incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. The Longhorns will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt, try to make a big play. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. They've built a quick double-digit lead now to try to get this offense really humming. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Looking to pass, it's Mateer. Pulls it in, it's Thomas. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide, he sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass, he'll take that completion.
After that last completion, it's 2nd down. Wants to go up top. They've got the screen set up. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. Guys, Oklahoma's transition to the SEC in 2024 taught them a lesson that you might be able to get by at times without offensive consistency, but you won't thrive. So what kind of pressure, David, is the new guy under center under?
A lot of pressure, but obviously the experience, the transfer over. He was the top guy at that spot in the transfer portal. You bring in a new offensive coordinator, new weapons around him, so a revamped new Oklahoma offense. They're hoping they will match their defense, and those wins will go up and up and up.
And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Back to pass. It's complete. Into the end zone. Touchdown Sooners. No midseason concentration lapse here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
Nice pitch and catch. This receiver and quarterback have done this thousands of times. Finds the open man, throws a strike. The receiver does the rest, gets into the end zone.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Texas offense. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now.
Get set, get set.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
And how about that? The dying breed of the tackling cornerback. You don't see those anymore. Everybody wants to be great in coverage. Everybody wants to get picks. But how many corners really want to get their face in the fan and make tackles? Nice job by that play.
And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf. And the Longhorns need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. Back to throw, it's Manning. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. And the Longhorns will call on their punt team.
Man, wow, what a catch by the big fella. And when he's not open, he's open. So nice to have a big target that can make those type of catches. I imagine he'll keep throwing him the football.
Here comes the Oklahoma offense. And they've found no answer so far. Already to the end zone twice, tacked on a field goal, and now back for more. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. He wants to change this route. They'll try the right side. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
Back to pass on second down. Got it behind the line. It's up. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up third down.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Grabbed over the middle, it's Thomas. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. The Sooners will punt it away on fourth down. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Makes a move. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point.
Yeah, nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
Let's see what they've got on second down. To throw, it's Manning. Got it in the middle, it's Wingo. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. The Longhorns come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. He'll keep it on the sneak. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down.
And when you call the quarterback sneak, you're thinking, I'm going to fall forward and get at least a yard. But Palmer, that defensive line got in there, and the QB got nothing.
Well, he's got to do a better job with the snap count, too, and try to catch the defense when they're napping. Right there, everybody was set and ready. And one more of those type plays, and this dude's losing his quarterback sneak privileges.
They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate in his pass.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice.
Looking deep. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. The defense just lost track of him. There's no other explanation. I've got to assume they knew he was in an eligible position.
Or it was just ridiculously good scheming on the offense, Reese. I mean, just an unbelievable job of getting your guy wide open.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the MAC. Akron is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. They're trailing by just 4 to the Red Hawks of Miami. Any big developments here in the MAC, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll go to the ground. Got the first down. Looking for more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle, nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. The Longhorns with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Back to throw, it's Manning. Finds his target down the middle. Lowers those pads. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Off the play fake. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, you've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
On 3rd down, going up top. Unleashes one. He caught it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. The Longhorns didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. It's complete to the right. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
Pocket breaking down. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
Well, he tried everything he could that time just to not take a negative play. He didn't get sacked. It was a great job avoiding that. He's just able to get what he can get on this scramble play here down close in the red zone.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorns!
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now and I'm using my athleticism and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Sooner offense returns to the field. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. Makes the catch.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Gonna sling it on 2nd down. Got a man, it's up. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the 1st half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the 1st half.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Burks.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
The Sooners with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to throw again. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. And the Sooners line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Snagged in the middle, it's Sategna. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down.
Listen, at this point, the end of the 1st half, you're trying to generate some points. 1st downs are the most important thing. So a really good job there converting on that 3rd. I love the decision by the quarterback. You kind of wonder, though, are they going to want to be a bit more aggressive and maybe start taking some more shots and attack?
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Flips it out on the screen. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. To the air, it's Mateer. And the misconnection on 3rd down. The Sooners line up to punt it away. This will be a 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play.
And It's a great punt. Obviously, he gives himself time to let his guys get down the field, get in position. Remember, don't let that thing cross the goal line. Try to keep it inside the 10. Nice job down in the football, setting your defense up for great field position.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
So now it's second and long. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. He just kept going backwards. You have to step up, and they get him for a safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they did.
Find some fresh air.
Returner brings it out to the 29. And your Oklahoma Sooners will take over.
Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. They'll immediately call timeout.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Catch in the middle, it's Sategna. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Sooners come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking for a man, it's Mateer. Under fire. Past the 30. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. To the air on first down. Got a man, it's Thomas. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Makes the grab. Now the connection takes it to the 11. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And they'll push that lead out a little further. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true three-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and in the deep ball, he is a problem. And I don't think this defense has the solution. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the Sooners will kick it off to start the second half. Take a knee, and this drive will start the 25. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's...
Oh, he's got some space. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there.
And I tell you what, we can focus on the left side of the line of scrimmage because that's where the play starts. But you don't get big gains when you run out wide unless wide receivers, yes, wide receivers commit to blocking, staying on their guys. Really good job on the outside by giving the running back space to make the big play.
Got his man downfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
Tried to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
And offenses keep track of yards after catch consistently. There was none there. Nice job by the defense swarming to the football as soon as he caught it and getting him on the ground.
The play action fake. Fires to the big fella. Smashes through the tackle. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Motion from the wideout.
Encroachment defense.
So the offense inches it a little closer with the help of the half the distance to the goal penalty. And at this point on the field, I mean, I guess why not try to guess the snap count? Defense gets caught, still first and goal. Flips it out in the flat. Touchdown, Texas! A great catch and run for 6. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Phyllis, take a peek at what's happening in this interesting battle in the MAC. Akron is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. It's a close one right now. They're trailing by 1 to the Red Hawks of Miami. The MACtion never sleeps, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Turning it on! Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
They're going to ride this running back. Gets it past the marker. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Sategna. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else.
Using him out of the the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. To the air, it's Mateer. Grab near the sticks, it's Kent. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that.
The Sooners trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Touchdown Sooners! And the punishment has been extended. And oh man, there's some burnt orange getting nervous in here thinking of the 2000, the 2003 blowouts, David.
And Reese, I know that, but man, it always feels like this game gets competitive in the end. And it's getting later, and it looks like Oklahoma's up big, Jesse, but I just wouldn't turn it off yet.
No, and if you're Texas, you just got to keep your composure, right? And it's hard to do because you've been looking at this game and circled this game on your calendar all year long. It feels like it's getting away from you. Don't hit the panic button right now.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Manning. Got his man on the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. Pulls and fires complete. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. What a weapon these wide receiver screens can be. Not only do you get a convoy blocking, you get dynamic running.
When you do this and you show me the threat of throwing this wide receiver screen, it makes me play defense differently. It makes me have more guys out wide, which opens the box inside. So I think it's really smart for coordinators and offenses to...
He's loose on the left. Made a defender miss. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Touchdown Longhorns! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. Found his open target. Accurate throw. And 2 plays through the air, and they've got 6 points on the board.
Let's see what he can do with the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. And after that last score, this is just a 2-possession game now, and they'll be looking to find some cushion on this drive. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Oklahoma.
On the move. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
He's out past the 35. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
The short hands, it's Thomas. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. The Sooners can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Hauls it in. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They're dealing with a second and long. He'll do it himself. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this. Assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative throw.
And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
You got to love that on defense. One of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
We reached the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. And the Sooners will line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. That number 1 beside your name is a heavy burden, and when you're behind late, the weight of the world is on your shoulders. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
Man, this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's the big-time moment. In the 4th quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
Motion from the wide receiver. They'll run play action. Caught behind the line. It's Wingo. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get to the quarterback. Play smart. Make sure you rally to the football tackle and don't give up the big plays.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defenses.
Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
But when it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Here's a heat. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
3rd and long situation, we're bringing an extra DB on the field, and we're telling our front guys to pin your ears back and go get the QB, and they get the job done.
And the Longhorns will bring the punt team onto the field. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Back to pass, it's Mateer. Finds his back in the middle. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
He'll run it again. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and leading the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. Caught over the middle. It's Thomas. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points now to get the 1st down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And you hear people talk about the 4-minute offense all the time in football. What does that mean? That means you're getting 1st downs, running the clock, and just right now physically dominating up front. Nice job by this offense.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
No doubt the offense at this point of the game with the lead late, they're going to try and run the football, and they're going to try and bleed the clock. They need all ball carriers to stay in bounds to keep this clock ticking, just like that guy did there.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
The Sooners back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. He'll pull it on the read. He's inside the 15. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And if they can find the end zone here, that might be all she wrote. First and goal. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. This is one of those momentum turning points. If this defense can force a field goal attempt, that is a victory for them. We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. They played keep away with the football, but if this defense can make one more stop on third and goal, they might force a field goal attempt. They rode their running back, but he could not make it. It'll be fourth down.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Pollock.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock, wore these guys out. Now they'd have to go the length of the field if I missed.
Pushes toward the goal line. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And the beatdown has ensued. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. These guys looking to put the finishing touches on this game with that score.
Yeah, I think you feel confident that ends it, right? Late in the game, it would take a miracle for the defense to get back in it. That miracle is no longer coming now.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And right down the middle. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Tough to beat in action, gentlemen. You know that. And let's take a look at the highlights. Akron is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. They're trailing by just 2 to the Red Hawks of Miami. The Maction never sleeps, and we'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's Manning. Right on the money. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Second down, they'll go to the air. The quick out.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. And listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. And the Longhorns want to pick up the tempo. And they spike it and get the clock stopped.
No gain on the play. Second down coming up.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. Finds his man. It's Moore. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Longhorns are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air.
And it's all about coachable moments, and obviously they have not had a ton of success throwing the ball in this game, but as a coach, I think you're just looking for positives, like that play right there, even late in the game. Taking your steps, making the right read, an accurate throw, positive plays that you can build upon offensively for the next game.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Let's go! Back to pass. They're working that left side. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas!
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Time is against them, still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick. A few anxious moments there, but the hands team, true to its name, as they make the grab and get the ball. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, Bill. They had a really good game plan coming into this one. They went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face?